Pool full of us, bring a boat in motion. Up, down. Pussy on syrup, need a hash brown. Netflix out in the back.
Welcome back to another Critique the Heat episode. I am your host, Reggie. Welcome to Music Monday. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. Today we're gonna be judging songs. Well, not judging, but we'll be critiquing songs. Last week we did beats. If you missed that, you need to go back to it. So usually what I do is I critique 5 beats, but we're gonna do things just a little bit different. So before I would just play the songs and then I'd be like, oh, okay, sounds good. And then I might give you like a few tweaks in here and there. Now I'm gonna give something that's a little bit more in depth, but at the same time, give you a better synopsis on how I view your song or beat. What are we gonna talk about is we're gonna talk about impact, uniqueness, the hook, and how polished it sounds. So those are 4 things that I'm looking for, okay? So we're gonna talk about the impact, which is the initial time when I'm hearing it. We're like, oh, I'm engaged, all right? So that's what we're gonna talk about, the uniqueness of it, of like how out of the box it is, or something that I could be like, oh, they're in their own lane, right? And then the hook. We all know how important the hook is. We don't even give a damn about the verse half of the time. If the hook is not hitting, people are already tuned out. So we're definitely gonna be grading that, and how polished does it sound? Does it sound like it's mixed, mastered, sound like something I can hear on Apple Music, or I can hear on Spotify, or whatever music platform that's out there? So those are the things I'm gonna be judging on, the 4 things. And we're gonna go low, medium, and high. So if I say, yo, this was a strong impact song, I'm gonna be like, for the impact grade, we're gonna give that song high, right? Uniqueness, if I thought it was like, so-so, I'll say medium, okay? So, and so on and so forth. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the first person that's up with the new grading system. So the first song we got coming up is called Money Making Mondays by D-Has with the $sign featuring Buchanan Kelz. If I butcher your name, please accept my apology and correct me in the comments when you see this video. So let's go ahead and download this and let's give this thing a play. All right, let me get my headphones on. Let's do it.
It's money making Mondays. No play for the weekday. Gotta get this money. This Monday. I said it's money making Mondays. No play for the weekday. Gotta get this Monday. This Monday. It's money making Mondays. No play for the weekday. Gotta get this Monday. This Monday. I said it's money making Mondays. No play for the weekday. Gotta get this Monday. This Monday.
Get up, blessed to see another day. Money making Mondays is the perfect way. Hustle hard to see better days, what Dub say. If you ain't getting to the bag, then it's child's play. Shout out to the winning circles, start my week off right. Been grinding all weekend night. Live life once, make sure my cheese stay tight. They say money's the worst, I treat it like the first and the third. Old saying early bird gets the worm. And if you gon' hate, then when your ass gon' learn. Whatever you put into the universe is what you earn. If you ain't got a job, you better get you one.
Okay. I got the gist of it. Let me go ahead and say this. When the hook came on, I was like, okay. But when whoever was rapping was like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, I'm engaged now. So let's talk about it, family. Let's talk about it. So talk about the impact of the song. I would say it was low impact. I didn't really get into it with the hook because it was just, it was a hard time getting into it. Nothing perked my ears up. So I'll give that a low impact. The uniqueness of the song, I'll give it a medium because even though I've heard this type of beat before, I never thought to make the concept around Money Making Mondays. That's cool to me. Maybe I'm biased because I love, Music Making Mondays, so. So I'll give that a medium. The hook, I give that's low. That's low for me. I thought it was, it could have been better, in my opinion. And then how polished does it sound? I'm probably gonna have to give this a low too. But I have to say, whoever was on the verse pulled me in. But we need to be engaged. The impact needs to be on point. That's why I got that first, is the impact, okay? So let's work on polishing the record. Other than that, it's a great record. I just wish wished it was done a little bit differently in my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about the song? And we're gonna be moving on from that. Thank you for your submission. Next one we got is Jeremy Funderbunk. Might have said that right. Sent me 3 songs, so I'm gonna choose Up Down. So let's go ahead and load this one up and let's take a listen.
Yeah. Have you ever fucked somebody didn't wanna? Still didn't stop from coming over. Tore their ass up like you want it. Make sure they gone by the morning. Killed that body in a moment. Took their soul like stolen. You so wet, I be floating. Pool full of us, bring a boat in. Motion up, down. Pussy on syrup, need a hash brown. Netflix out in the background. Keep both legs on my right shoulder. Said to my knees, spoke you right over. Said you was coming, I'll be right over. Up, down. Stretch it all out to the tights over. Fuck somebody didn't wanna. Might get lost in the moment. Still didn't stop from coming over. Tore their ass up like you want it. Make sure they gone by the morning. We can keep a secret if you wanna. Tell me what time do you wanna. Get wasted like towels in the sauna. Up, down.
Ooh, hold on, okay? Yes, sir. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. All right, Impact. High. Gotta say, high. The way the melody started, I was like, how in the world is this gonna drop? Like, I heard the melody, but what is it gonna sound like when the 808 come in, the kick, the snare, the hi-hats? What is it gonna hit like? And I was in there. So we're gonna give that a high. The uniqueness of it, I'm between low and medium. I don't know, family. I'll let you grade this one. What would you give this record's uniqueness? I'll go ahead and say, I'll let y'all handle that. Because I think it's hand in hand, right? The hook, I like the up, down. Hey, that's all you need, bruh. Did I hear a little bit of the verse? Yeah, I did hear a little bit of the verse. I'm gonna give that a high. I like the hook, personally. And the 4th one is polished. I probably would say low because there was certain parts where there was like doubles when you didn't really need doubles, and maybe use that as like ad-libs, right? Like put a high pass filter on it and, you know, have it work around with the hook, not necessarily just repeating the same lines. But yeah, all in all, man, this was one of them ones. If you get it cleaned up, this will be one of them ones, all right? Love to see it. Next one we have is Music Monday. So Stephen Morrison sent me 3 different artists, which is Lose Control, Rich Anthony, Ambush by Bobby Drake, and all instrumentation was done by Bobby Drake. Okay, cool. Let's go with Lose Control and let's get this thing rocking. Oh, we see a lot of clipping here. Let's see. I'm sorry to say, I'm not gonna even waste my time on this. I gotta be completely honest with you. Impact, I automatically saw it was gonna clip. The entire thing was gonna clip. Gotta bring my dad out with this one. The entire thing was gonna clip. So I gotta give it a low impact. The uniqueness, I give you a medium on that. The hook, I can't even get into the hook. Cause people like, if I can't get into it, and I'm a very, very reasonable guy. If I can't get into it, somebody else won't get into it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you that. I didn't even know what the hook was. And I can't even hear. The damn beat is so goddamn loud. I can't hear. So I'm gonna have to give that a low and polish. You know what I'm gonna say. Comments, you let them know in the comments below. Next one, well, we got 2 more to go. What's up, kids? I go by Strange Poet, and it'll be great if you critiqued my music. Thanks for the opportunity. Well, Strange, I got you, man. Let's go ahead and plug you in, bro. All All right, let's go in. Cool.
When I'm with squad, we ball out, ball out, ball out. When I'm with squad, we mob out, mob out, mob out. When we see the ops, say calm down, calm down, calm down. When I'm with squad, we ball out. When I'm with squad, we mob out. When I'm with squad, we ball out, ball out, ball out. When I'm with squad, we mob out, mob out, mob out. When we see the ops, say calm down, calm down, calm down. When I'm with squad, we ball out. When I'm with squad, we mob out. Yeah. Mobbing with squad, don't worry, we cool. Yeah. That song, God, we ain't worried about you. Yeah. I might tell your bitch, go ahead and come through, though. Yeah. Car so cloudy, can't even see through, though. Yeah. Avoiding the snakes, can you get out my way?
Cool. Yeah. All right. Impact. I was invested. I'm not gonna score you low on that. Impact, I'll give you a high. I was intrigued at what was coming next. Good job. Uniqueness, I'll give it a medium. Reason why I would say is, it's one of those records that you've heard before, really. And, when you stick it into a certain type of playlist, like a workout playlist, it goes in between. It's nothing that's like, whoa! The hook, I'll give that like a medium. It's gotta get a little bit more creative with it. And then polished, I'll give that a medium as well. And, I gave a lot of these categories medium because, yeah. Now, if it would have been polished in a way where it sounds like something I could hear on Apple Music, then everything else would have scored high. And that's very possible. So we have, last but not least, so this is Lawrence Williams. Their Instagram is Sir Williams. And their song is called Cool. Let's go ahead and do this thing.
You call my phone and I hear you say let's link and I'm near. I see my past in my rear. Gonna give you everything. You float like clouds when you come through. You're serious but you're fun too. Can't tell me how did I find you, love in disguise. Now it's time to make a wish, 'cause I don't really wanna make it sound like this. I just really want you here tonight. Ooh.
Okay. All right. I got it. Okay. I'm not mad at this, and I know what people are hearing, and we're gonna dive into it. Before I get into the grading, okay, this is a unique song. It just doesn't have character. Let's go ahead and dive into what character means. When you hear Roddy Ricch, what do you think? Like, it gives it like essence, the accents when he says certain words, things like that give the song character. That's what's missing. It's not what he's saying, it's how he's saying the words that makes you disconnect from the song. But it's not a bad song. Impact, I'll give it a high. Think about what I said. It has no character, but the impact to the song, it was different. It sounded very, it got me in a certain mood, which is a plus. I have to give you credit on that. The uniqueness of it, I would say high. Even it sound, it sounds like a yachty almost, but it's not. It's a singy song, but I'll give you a high on that. The hook, probably would have changed it. I'll give you a medium on that. It might be too wordy, or maybe I just have to listen to it again, but this is just my first reaction, first impressions. And then how polished it sounds, I'll give it a medium. I wanted the vocals to be a lot more higher than the song, and it didn't really sound like it was a surround, which it was like, this is the beat that's surrounding it, and then your voice in the middle. I didn't hear that in my headphones. I really like this record. I'm not going to lie to you. I get where you were going with it. I just wish it had more character in your voice, in your singing. And that's what's going to distinguish you between an artist that just makes music and then make you Sir Williams. You get me? Cool. Other than that, man, this is another Critique the Heat. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, and tell your friends that I'm critiquing songs. If you want to submit, please go to couzfanmail@gmail.com. Again, that is COUZ fanmail@gmail.com. And this is your boy Reg, and he's out.